Hello again, traders. Right, I was just about to hit the beach, but I decided to make myself a quick coffee before I do. The sun's out in the UK. It's October the 24th. It's amazing weather at the moment. We have the odd showery and rainy day, but it's been incredible. And considering I'm off abroad, potentially forever, with visits back to the UK to see family and friends, I'm so excited. I cannot tell you. Anyway, I'm also really excited about the new changes to my trading. I mean, I just tweeted something. I truly cannot believe that I keep improving day after day after day. And I was thinking about this as I was driving this morning. The um, the constant improvement. I've talked about this. I've tweeted about it. I've created videos about it. I mean, look at this DAX now. It's hitting the R1, no R2 pivot. I think R2 already. Been a newsy morning already, and I remember there was Euro news sort of around the 8 a.m. ish, and there's news all day. So potentially that's creating movements. But I never bother about the news. I avoid trading around it. And this isn't the point of this video. I've just gone off at a bit of a tangent again. I personally avoid trading or avoid news, but I know it's going to move price, and if it moves price, it will follow my rules. And as I was driving around, I realised that the changing point in my life was the 2B reversal. I've said that many times, but that gave me the precision or the understanding and the belief that price reacts to all these different important levels we've got. The wick high candles, the highs of candles, the lows of candles, the opens and closes of candles. I mean, it's taken a long while for me to understand how important all of those levels are. I mean, the 2B reversal taught me the high lows and the various levels that Vic Sporandio developed. Then I developed the 3CR because I also realized that a three candle, a 3CR is a three candle reversal, 3CR, three candle reversal. And it's not about 1, 2, 3 candles, it's about the important candles. And I've made videos about that. But I talk about it and I ramble on about this stuff because one word can change a trader's life. I say that hundreds of times, dozens of times a week, whatever, and it can. These 3CRs, I know I've got a lot of lines on my charts, but everything I've got on my charts makes me money and gives me the confidence to take the trades. But you've got to remember it's taken thousands and thousands, well over 60,000 hours, I'm convinced of it, of studying this stuff, discounting all these different trading methods and different indicators like the pivots and the open, high, low, close. And then I've said this before as well, as I go back over stuff, it may be the way my brain works, but I do know a lot of traders, obviously, after 20 years at this, thousands of failures as well, but a few make it, get through the quagmire. I could have walked away. I never did. I think the longest I've ever probably closed my charts is 2 or 3 days. Probably out of disgust because I kept making the same mistake and lost money because of it. I can't. People say take breaks, have months off, this, that, and the other. I have not. I've never done that because I know every time I blow an account, it's my own fault. And that is an important lesson to learn and take on board. Humans are the weakest link in trading. Our mind and our fear and greed and the adrenaline rush, we don't overtrade, we trade on adrenaline. That one extra trade is because we've had a good run of 2, 3 trades maybe, and then you take another trade and then it goes wrong, and then you move your stop and then you blow all the money on the account, or you blow all that day's money and you feel bad, but you just got to pick yourself up and get back on the horse, as it were. So 2B reversal, first thing, that was the eureka moment. Then I developed the 3 candle reversal because I'd moved away from swings and all that stuff. All I need is 3 candles. All I needed to see that BTC reversal, and this is funny actually, I was going to make a short video about this, but apparently BlackRock and various other people have loaded up on BTC, got everyone excited about it, and look, I had drawn this to make the video and never bothered in the end. Look what happened. They were right into a supply area, right into resistance, whatever you want to call it, and we had a 3CR, that's the penultimate candle high. I'll draw the level on there. I am digressing again from what I started with, but so far we're on the 3CR part of my trading development. So we broke this level with a trend, low, high, higher, low, higher, high. We expect a pullback after low, high, higher, low, higher, high. That's swing 1, swing 2, swing 3. This is swing 4. Swing 5 is the continuation. So what came first? The 3 candle reversal, the 3 swings, or BlackRock's announcement that they were piling into BTC and then it dives. Hilarious. And I didn't need to read about BlackRock. I just happened to notice when I was using the BTC hashtag for various charts I post. So that's another aspect of why I know fundamentals are about as worthless as a piece of dog poo on my shoe. They are, you will lose thousands trying to work out what the trillion dollar accounts, hedge funds, traders, whatever you want to call BlackRock. You will lose thousands trying to work out how they are doing what they do. Much easier just to look at a 3CR and expect it to short, and then when it starts to move down, we know how to trade it because we understand how candles work. Simple as that. So we've got the 2B reversal, and we've got 2Bs in here. You can discount this, and that's a 2B. Swing 1, swing 2, swing 3. Use that as Vic Sporandio's trigger bar. Use that as the poke bar. And look what happened when that pulled through there. Now, I wasn't even ready to make this observation. Where does it pull back to? Just below that line. Sorry, I've got all sorts of rubbish on this chart. BTC crosses over with something else in terms of values, and then you get leftover lines and all sorts. But anyway, and I don't trade BTC. It's a toy town thing to trade, to be honest with you, for me. So we've got 3 CRs, which I know, like I sleep and dream about them. We've got the 2B reversals that I sleep and dream about, and then everything else. I've talked about the order that everything went on my charts. This bust, pullback, break and close on the RSI histo is another priceless thing. Then I've added the multi-time frame dashboard, which I love to bits, until I revisited the Bollinger Bands. I can never even remember what I've set these on because I've got so many templates, and people ask me to take the alerts off and put them back on, and then I've done this and I've used a different template to create this template, and it goes on and on. They should be currently testing the 30-minute, 15-minute and 5-minute. So let's see. If any coders are out there that can put the, do this job with these, this and the more than just 3, and if possible the clickable links. I don't like asking my existing coders, Onesie and Rebel and Dean, because it puts too much pressure on them. But if one of you listens to this and is up for the job, then I've just been on Nick Bixby's thread for another reason, and one of the posts he made, someone was asking if they mind them altering the code and this, that and the other, or applying online to get someone to do it for them. He said, fine, do what you like. So what I would like to see is a coder code this for me, how I like it, just for me, and give me the source code and stuff like that, because we've got the source code on Nick's site. And then whatever you want to do with it afterwards, if you want to market it via what I want to do in the future, and as long as you've okayed it with Nick Bixby or whatever he calls himself, who is, you know, I've got all the admiration in the world for. The stuff, this is incredible, and the pivot point one is incredible. So anyway, I've gone off track again. So we've got this far. This is probably going to usurp this now, because I just can't seem to do anything wrong with it. You know, here, sell, sell, sell. This does not match up at all. Let's change the time frame to get those lines. That's it, out of the way. It's looking good there. And what I do like about this, as opposed to this currently, I don't know whether we can get numbers there in all red of some sort of value, whatever the value, the slope value or something, much same as this. We've got slope values on the TMA. Still haven't worked out how to use those properly either yet. I mean, it is just mind-blowing how much we can keep improving. Mind-blowing. So what I like about this is we've got the numbers here. And let's change the time frame so I want to uncover that one to explain what I mean. There. Now, I want to see these numbers. If I want to get in urgently on M5, I want to see that under 20 at least. I've very rarely mentioned this. I mean, this can go down to 10s and 11s. And as I say, I could write a book on what I need to learn about these and how to improve, but I cannot at the moment work out how the best indicators. I am leaning towards the higher the time frame, the lower the number, the better the momentum is. So, you know, I often look at these, and if this, say for example, this here for a long, I want to see that in 80, mid 80s, 90s, whatever, high on the H4 as well, and that will give me the confidence to enter when this moves into the higher numbers. You know, so there's loads to learn about that. If we can incorporate these sort of things into this, happy days. So, but how can you improve? I mean, look at this, you know, there's no divergence there. So it's obvious we want to be going long. This has to be a pullback. What do you think will happen when that turns green? Maybe too late. I mean, there's lots of things I need to look at. I'd need to put Dean's lines on there. So I have really digressed on this one. Put Dean's lines on there, couple of clicks, and when we get to M15, because I've only got it set up that, otherwise the lines all look too close together, we can see that pullback in place. And I've mentioned many times this morning, gaps. There's so much going on that I can't take every trade opportunity that comes up now in a day. There's just literally dozens and dozens and dozens of trades across numerous, you know, just this little handful. I think there's 7 on there. It might be 8 now because I put BTC on. Like I said, I've got templates flying all over the place. But all I have to do is in this pullback, just wait for this to ping. It's a horrible noise, and fortunately we've got the source code. I can mess around with that. You can even put a voice on there like get ready, steady, go, whatever. So we could improve this now no end, because we're fortunate to have the source code. So anyway, we've got this far, and then I wanted a slope indicator because this is what this is and this is, to tell me when the slope is really sharp. I've talked about this before as well, the TMA slope. And then I wanted a higher time frame combo of everything really, and the MACD does a great job. I mean, look at that. When it turns from red to green, look at what happens. You couldn't make this stuff up. You know, when it turns from green to red, look what happens. You know, And you don't just hit it because it's gone green to red. You use every other tool in your toolbox, my toolbox. 2B reversals, 3CRs, multi-time frame analysis, and everything. I mean, you know, that's a winner. That was a winner. That one had a little pullback, but be all sorts of reasons why I wouldn't enter that. But in the past, I've discounted, oh, look at that, that didn't work. And then the indicator gets slung away. Not anymore. And there will be more and more improvements in the future. So lastly, we've covered all the process of where I started and how I've improved. I mean, I couldn't believe we could improve on that. And this is an improvement on that in terms of hitting winning trades all the time. The only reason I make mistakes is if I'm ill or rushing or not applying my process 100%, and they do happen, of course. But the more winning trades you take because of your system, the belief in the 2B reversal, then the belief in the 3CR, then the belief in the bust pullback break close, and then the belief in this dashboard, and then the belief in this. I promise you guys, if you believe what I'm telling you, you are on the right track. And hopefully I can save you thousands and thousands and thousands of lost dollars, and maybe years and years and years of wasted time and relationship breakdowns and missing out on your family and stuff like that. Trading is the hardest thing I ever entertained, and I've done a lot of businesses. I've been self-employed since I was probably about 22, I think, maybe even 21. I can't remember. So over 40 years. And I've done some tough things, but this is the toughest. Anyway, sorry for the preach. My coffee's cooling down, and then I can hit the beach. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.